Hi, Alexander. Yesterday I went to San Francisco to see some of the America's Cup sailboat races. And these races feature these new sailboats, big catamarans. They're all the same boat. They're 14 meters long and 5 meters wide, and they're really fast. Oh, wait! You can tell them apart by which flag they have. That's the French one. That's the Korean one. I think I saw the Swedish one back there. Anyhow, these are really fast sailboats, the fastest sailboats ever made. And you can see, this is Team New Zealand, Emirates Team New Zealand. Once they catch the wind on the downward leg, they really start flying over the water. They leave quite a wake as they go sometimes more than 30 knots, 40 knots, which is really fast. There was one really interesting match race, and that was between Artemis, that's the Swedish team, and the Korean boat. And they started off through the gate at the start. They were both flying down the course side by side, really fast and really close together. And as they went down the course towards the turn, they were still pretty close, and they came around the turn, coming back, and there's Artemis, that's the Swedish team, starting to pull away from the Korean boat. And as they continue to churn into the wind, the Swedish boat, Artemis, gets farther and farther ahead, just pulling away. All because of the skill of the crew, because these boats are all exactly the same. They're made exactly the same. So they came up into the wind, and then, shortly thereafter, started to turn, tack, as they say, and come through the gate where they have to make the last turn before coming back downwind. So they just tacked and try to squeeze past. They're on the upwind side of that gate, and they just squeeze past. You're not allowed to hit those boats. Then he tacks back, catches the wind with the spinnaker, and they're off. But the Korean boat is way behind. He still hasn't gotten through the gate, and he has to tack back. So the Swedish boat is off and flying down the course for the finish line. You can see one pontoon is up in the air, and the crew is hiked out on the pontoon to keep the boat from flipping over. It's pretty exciting. They're going 30 knots or so, which is about as fast as a powerboat can go with a big engine. And then they jibe, catch the wind going the other way, and they're back up in the air, just flying across the water. And this is how, when it came down to it, they won the race. So Sweden won. It was a nice day for Sweden. And there he goes off into... Oh, we can't quite see the finish line, but I'll guarantee it, they won. And while at the same time this was happening, as soon as the race was over, overhead, up in the sky, there were the Blue Angels, the U.S. Navy's aerobatic team. Oh, no, that's a seagull. But that, no, there's a jet. And these are FA-18 Hornet jets, and they're really fast and they're really loud. And they were practicing in the sky because this is Fleet Week in San Francisco, and it was kind of exciting. Bye, Alexander.